All right, so I wanted to make this video because I had to edit the original video. I had somebody come in the live, and while me and this young guy was talking, then somebody else come in there and they posted a bunch of homosexual pictures of Jesus, and so it's hard for me to edit that out because it was right in the middle of our conversation. And plus, the first part of our conversation, he was talking about someone else and just complaining about a previous conversation that we had. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of context as to why the video is starting off here. Hopefully I'll be able to get the editing done and I'll be able to post the whole video on my Rumble page, but that's why the video is starting off where it's starting off. And the context is me and this gentleman evidently had a conversation before about iron cross-linking and the matrix. So there's a couple of different arguments about dinosaur soft tissue preservation. One of them is iron cross-linking. Another one is a matrix, a chemical matrix that prevents water from coming in. And there seemed to be confusion on either my end or his end about what was said last time. So that kind of stuff is irrelevant. But now we're going to get to the paper that we're talking about. And that's where it starts off here.
If it does block water, that's not your argument. But if it does block water, then the carbon-14 inside of it has to be original. Duh. The second argument that if you want to go with is iron cross-linking. That will allow contamination. I would agree with you. It would allow contamination. But I don't have to worry about that because the papers literally say that iron cross-linking cannot get this out to 65 million years.
First off, the paper that you cited just now, you just admitted was not academically peer-reviewed. One, so their claim is invalid. They haven't been able to prove their claim, nor have they been able to replicate their claim, right?
The iron cross-linking one is Mary Schweitzer's. That is peer-reviewed.
No, I'm talking about the matrix one, right? You just said the other one that you cited was not peer-reviewed. So you're citing two papers. One of them are not peer-reviewed or confirmed whatsoever.
Right.
So the one paper that you can rely on is Mary Schweitzer's paper, correct?
Sure. Yeah, I can rely on it. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so does Mary Schweitzer's
can't get out there.
What was that?
Mary Schweitzer's paper literally states that this is, it can't get out 65 million years. It says it doesn't fit the current degradation models.
The current degradation models. There have been multiple papers since Mary Schweitzer's paper with research into collagen preservation that proves it can last millions, if not billions of years. There are multiple papers. Pull it up. How have you not reviewed this? How have you not reviewed this?
I have. You're coming here making a claim. I have supported my claim. Please support your claim.
You did not support your claim.
Here's my claim. Mary Schweitzer said that it cannot last 65 million years. They literally just, give me the paper. That's what I'm talking about. And then I want the degradation rates of that paper. A lot of these papers come out, and there is a lot of papers that I have reviewed where people saying that this is possible mechanism. I don't care about what their ideas are. I care about what the degradation rates are and the science says, not what they think could happen.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt here. I know that you guys are getting really excited because he said that he's going to go get those papers, right? He's about to go get those papers, and we're getting our hopes up because he's about to show us. You guys think he went and got any kind of papers? No. Get ready to get your running shoes on. This is what's happening right here. Check this out.
Okay, I want to see what the degradation rates are because we know what the degradation rates of collagen is. We know what the degradation rates of DNA is. We know that unequivocally, without a doubt, peer-reviewed science paper that you love. We know what the collagen degradation rates are. We know what the DNA degradation rates are. You do not have a mechanism that prolongs these DNA or degradation rates, and if you do, then you have to give me that. You can't give me something that they think or proposed. I need the degradation rates.
Also, just looked it up. Mary Schweitzer's paper does not claim it could not make it out to 65 million years. It specifically does not make that claim.
Okay,
I just looked at it
right here. Okay, which paper are you looking at? That role iron and oxygen chemistry play in preserving soft tissue cells? Is that the one you're looking at? Because that's the one that's talking about preserving the soft tissue. I can't hear you when you're off the app.
No. I'm looking at, there's a meta-analysis by Carolyn Wilkie on PubMed that does a meta-analysis of Mary Schweitzer's claims of iron cross-linking.
What happened? I lost you.
It's okay. Show us the explicit claim that Mary Schweitzer said that iron cross-linking cannot get to 65 million years for preservation of soft tissue.
If you go to the very... If you go to the very first words of the abstract, it says the persistence of original soft tissue.
No, not the abstract. Look at, not the abstract. Do not read the abstract.
That's the paper.
Look at the actual paper. Look at the actual paper.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. If you want me to go to actual paper, she was involved in this one. This one's called the Mechanisms of Soft Tissue and Preservation. Mechanisms of soft tissue and proteins preserved in Tyrannosaurus rex. This was done in 2019. This is in the decision. And it states, quote, data supporting endogeny has been viewed with skepticism in part because no mechanism has been identified that could reasonably contribute to such preservation.
Hi, sorry, it's me again. You notice how I made a claim, then I went to the paper and I supported the claim? Notice how he made the claim, stated he was going to get papers, and then went to another topic because he couldn't find the papers? Yeah, it's kind of how you're supposed to do this stuff.
Hold on, pulling up the explicit claim for the meta-analysis right now. No, it's not Cricket. I'm actually reading the meta-analysis right now to prove to you that what you're saying is disingenuous.
How am I disingenuous? I just read the paper. Come on, man, contend with the argument. Paper literally just says this. It can't get it out 65 million years. There's no degradation rates there.
Host, quit crying. I am literally reading the paper right now. I'm about to cite you the paragraph. Hold on.
Okay. I was kind of hoping you'd be ready for the conversation since you come up making the claim. Usually I'm ready to support my claims for the most part when I come up.
Seems like all he's doing is asking Meta. He's running everything through AI. Please make an argument against this guy.
No, I am reading a meta-analysis, dude. It is a meta-analysis of multiple papers looking into
I'm going to go ask Meta to make a response to you. I'll be back in a minute.
Do you know how to read Twin Dragon?
Brother, just get your evidence, man. That's what I want you to contend with the argument, because you said that I misrepresented it, and I didn't have to go to a meta-analysis. I literally went to the paper. I don't have to go read somebody else's opinion about the paper. I went to the paper. So you can go to a meta-analysis or whatever you want to, but I went to the paper and showed you what the paper actually says. I didn't have to go to somebody else's opinion about what they think the paper says. I went to the paper.
Do you not understand what a meta-analysis is? Like an academic meta-analysis is not an opinion.
Stop running. Told me to stop crying. I'm stopped crying. Now you can stop running. Just get to the evidence. I don't care about all the other back and forth stuff. Get to the evidence.
All right, sorry guys, I don't mean to keep interrupting, but I'm sure by now you know that this guy's made a claim that he's going to look at the meta-analysis and he's going to go to the paragraph and he's going to show me how I'm misrepresenting what she said, right? I just read the paper, supported my claim, and he states he's going to go there. I need to stop crying because he is going to go to the paragraph and say how I'm misrepresenting it. And I'm sure you guys are sitting on the edge of your seat knowing that he is going to get that information that he stated that he's going to get. And if you think that's true, then you've never seen me debate an atheist, because this guy is going to clearly try to go to another subject because he's not going to support anything that he said.
Man, he's putting on his new shoes. He's fixing to run.
I like it when these guys come up here and contend that they found this mechanism that gets this soft tissue and DNA fragments out. We hadn't even got to the DNA yet. We're only on the soft tissue. Wait till we get to the DNA.
No, I'm pointing out. No. That's not what my claim is. My claim is Mary Schweitzer never said that these processes could not get these things out to 65 million years. Your explicit
I'm sorry. Let me read it again.
Hold on.
Data supporting endogeny has been viewed with skepticism in part because a mechanism that has no mechanism has been identified that could reasonably contribute to such preservation. What is that saying? Is that
Mary Schweitzer?
No.
You said that Mary Schweitzer claimed that there is no way for this to have happened for 65 million years. Mary Schweitzer never claimed that could not happen. I am pointing out point in the paper. No. You said specifically, and people down in the chat can say, you said that Mary Schweitzer claimed that there was no way for it to happen. That is not what she is saying. That's not what she's saying in the paper. Mary Schweitzer is claiming in the paper that between iron cross-linking, right? And other mechanisms that there are ways to preserve collagen for long periods of time. She does not claim that it cannot happen.
Okay, that's the claim. Well, let's go to the paper then about the iron cross-linking. Here's the words of Mary Schweitzer in the paper.
You claim that verbatim, host. No, host.
Hold on.
You claim that
she
verbatim.
Stated the preservation of original soft tissue in Mesozoic fossil bone is not explained by chemical or current chemical degradation models. Looks like I've supported my claim again. So when I said that Mary Schweitzer says there's no mechanism to get this out to 45 million or 65 million years, okay, if you're going to use an exact word fallacy, that's I wouldn't do that to you. I don't want you to do that to me. I don't want you to do an exact word fallacy. When I'm saying that Mary Schweitzer says that they don't have the mechanism to get this out to 65 million years, when she states literally the persistence of original soft tissue in Mesozoic fossil bone is not explained by current chemical degradation models, that is literally her saying that. That is saying that we don't have the mechanism because the degradation models that we're about to show you in this paper that we're doing, which they didn't give a degradation model, doesn't get it out to 65 million years. If you can't see that, I can't help you. And this is why our conversation probably didn't last long last time either.
No, I'm looking for her claim, right? Her claim.
Brother, have you got it yet?
I am looking at her paper saying where she is specifically saying that it cannot happen. Where in the paper did she say
that it
cannot happen?
You're doing
because Mary Schweitzer,
right there at the first words in the abstract. First words in the abstract. If you go to the iron preservation, it is literally the
quite
first
literally
word.
her paper in 2005 postulates that it can happen.
They believe
she is postulating that it can happen. She does not make a positive claim. Mary Schweitzer never makes a positive claim that it cannot
happen. You're doing an exact word fallacy.
That is no. That was your claim. You specifically said that.
I just supported my claim. I have supported my claim as far as the paper's
Mary
concerned.
Schweitzer,
brother,
Mary
if you
Schweitzer
don't bring me the
evidence
in the next time you go, if you don't bring me the evidence,
you're misinterpreting. You misinterpreting what Mary Schweitzer said.
Right,
you are misinterpreting what Mary Schweitzer said.
I'm misinterpreting what she said by reading her words verbatim. Get off my stage. This is why you don't last long. The moment I went to the words and read it, you got so scared, and now you want to keep rabbit trailing, and now you're going to do an exact host rant again. J-Cap, man, you're free to stay in the comments, dude, but you're one of the dumbest people that I think I've met too. I think anybody with two brain cells to rub together can clearly see that how am I misrepresenting Mary Schweitzer's word by reading them? I'm not misrepresenting them by reading them out loud, brother. That is the paper. Now, I will grant you this. And again, this is why I don't like the exact word fallacy. Mary Schweitzer is not a young earth creationist. She believes that these dinosaur bones are 65 million years old. Of course she believes that. I don't care about what they believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe. It doesn't hurt my feelings none. The paper that she does. So what she is stating in the paper clearly states that there's no way to get it out.
I'm going to say
these atheists keep reporting me. Now I'm restricted again for bullying.
You can push me down after I say this right here, but I just want to make this comment. If they're going to come debate you, they need to check their internet connection because he was buffering way too long.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened because it was...
I think his internet got stuck and he couldn't read Meta or go to Chat GPT. And he's like, man, because he kept leaving and coming back and not finding the answer and just rabbit trail.
All right, sorry that I have to keep jumping in here so much, but the power went out. The video got paused. That's why you see it come back on. The lights out, and I had to go ask him if I lost him. Something was up with his internet connection. Something was up with my internet connection. And then I had somebody come in there and put some graphic images up, and then I had somebody come in there and cuss out. So I had to constantly edit this, and that's why I wanted to make sure that you guys understood where we were at in the conversation. So hope you enjoyed it. You can trust me.